Go. Little speckled trout, baby. Little speckled trout. Yes, sir. All right, guys, what we're doing today, wintertime fishing. Just had a big front come through, blow the water out pretty good. We're gonna go with stay with one of our favorite winter specials, the old Kakaho X-Shad. Fish some man-made canals, jigging it right off the ledges. See what all's in here. These canals, you never know. You catch trout, bass, reds, flounder. Got a real nice trout right here to start the morning. Let's see what we can do. All right, there we go. Puts back in season pups. The old flounder. Take one of those. It's been a minute since we could keep these. Catching a few throughout this winter. Hopefully that band on keeping them brings them back a little bit. Old flat fish. What we got this time? Bass? There. I mean, we haven't moved a boat 5 to 10 feet from this little area right here. Started it off with a beautiful trout, then caught a flounder, and now a green trout, the bass. That's what I love about this wintertime fishing. Fishing these deep man-made marsh canals. You never know what you're going to catch. You can really hit the trifecta, superfecta. Let's see how many species we can catch today. That's number 3. This Kakaho X-Shad is an absolutely wonderful color for the dead of the winter. Kakaho is one of the main things that really survive and hang out in the dead of the winter in our estuary. Speckled trout love them, redfish love them, flounder, bass, everything eats the Kakaho. So we made one to look just like it. I love that Kakaho X-Shad when it's freezing cold. It's pretty chilly yesterday. Today's not too bad, but when you get these big fronts, a lot of times it'll blow the water out real good. When I like to target these man-made canals is when you come out and you can see the mud on the banks real easily. You know, the more mud that's exposed, the more it kind of forces these fish into the deeper canal systems and gets them out of those ponds and ditches. And I like to just go up and down these man-made canals, working the ledges and the drop-offs. You know, when that sun comes up good, sometimes they'll be up tight on the bank, kind of laying on the flat, sunbathing, and when it's early in the morning or if it's really cold or cloudy, they'll stay in the middle. And you just gotta make a lot of different casts and try to get on that pattern, as each winter day is a little bit different. Right, we got a new species here, maybe. Yep. Species number 4. The Golden Beauty. The Golden Beauty. It's a beautiful, beautiful redfish. He's almost a keeper. Probably could measure him, but let him go. Whenever you catch, you know, any of the fish, trout, bass, flounder, whatever, you definitely want to throw right back in there, but especially redfish in the wintertime, it is very, very likely when you get those really cold days and super low water, where you do find one redfish, you're very likely to find several. I just threw right back in there, it didn't get bit, but make sure anytime you're wintertime fishing and you catch a red, especially a little, that was a bite. Especially them little ones like that, get that lure right back in there. I can't tell you how many times in my lifetime that I've caught my limit of reds within like 10 feet. And I go another, if I left them alone and went another you know, 200-300 yards down the shoreline, I don't get bit. So they really, really are known to gang up in the dead of the winter when it's really cold and that water's really low. There he is. Let's see if this is another one. See if this can prove my theory. I wouldn't really call it a theory. I've done it so many times. Yep, and that one looks like a keeper there. Same color. I mean, these things are super golden. Species number 4. I mean, I just love doing this, guys. Trout, reds, bass, flounder, all in the same canal. Louisiana at its finest right there. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do in the dead of the winter. I like it when it's blistering cold, then big Arctic blasts come through. You get them things called like Redfish Jubilees. What happens is the water gets totally blown out of here, or out of anywhere you go. Delacroix, Hopedale, Shell Beach, you know, Chef Pass. The Pontchartrain Basin, I got plenty of places I like to fish. All I do is just look on the map and look for something that's relatively deep, looks man-made with some sharp ledges. And I like to go after them big cold blasts, and the colder the better for these guys, and the lower the water, the better for these reds. Now, if it's super cold and the water's super low, you're gonna struggle with the trout usually, but these things, my 50 to 100 redfish days that I've had in my life have always been in the most brutal, cold, low water conditions. Yahtzee! Found a redfish nest. Found a redfish nest. You can see right up here how the water, they got like a little mud flat right here. See, them birds are standing on it. Those birds are not floating, they are standing, and they do not have that long of legs. So that'll tell you how shallow that is right there. And these reds are stacked up right before that flat right there. And they are chewing on this cockahoo X-shad. Oh boy, I know what they chewing on too. Look at that. Shrimp whiskers. Golly, we've got some shrimp in the estuary this year. Well, this has been the 2 sizes of the redfish we've been seeing in southeast Louisiana this year. It's either the ones we've been catching, the perfect eating size, and 16 inches, or these big Mongolians like this one right here. This is not my favorite thing to do in the winter. These are one heck of a workout here. Oh. Golly, this is a big one. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of this mammer jammer right here. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's serious. Anytime you're releasing them big bruisers like that, head first, shoots that oxygen through their gills, 95 out of 100 times, they're good to go. I don't see it, so I'm sure it's back down to the bottom of the ocean. Another red. Found a nest. Found the redfish nest. We got pups. Bet you I know. I bet you I know what it is. Yeah, puppies. They cheapest too. Cheaper to keeper. Look how bronze these reds are though. It's just incredible. Water's pretty clean, I guess that's why. That Cockahoo egg shad's a bad mammer jammer. I talk about this dude every winter. Use one lure today. Still got some good paint on there, but these fish have slapped the paint off of it a little bit. That's part of it. All these egg shads are hand painted. But again, hope you enjoyed this episode of DockSide TV using the lovely X-Shad and the Cockahoo color. We'll be giving out these in your subscription box. Don't miss this box. This is a must-have in the winter. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out all of our wintertime redfish videos. One of my absolute favorite things to do in the year. I wait for this time of year and get my winter jackets on, fight that cold boat ride over, and then when you get over here to these deep man-made canals, you got Gohagen's Canal, the bypass. Right now we're back off of Irish Bayou. You got the Mystico Channel, the Avenue, the Straight Canal behind Violet. I mean, there's just tons of man-made canals that produce just like this right here. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Until next time, good fishing.